She's still defended by her. I think I defender him. 21 crit, no, 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 and she's dazed too.
A master stroke.
She lost a turn, she was dazed, shoot. Oh my god, she dodged it. She can't heal herself. She can put blocks up for herself, but that's it. I don't think blind... He's never attacking, because I'm not using the thing that would give him riposte for this fight.
Fight through the fatigue.
He's got blocks, he's got more blocks. Okay. Shoot. Ah, I hate this. This whole run just comes down to a coin flip. So, yeah. In a minute, this thing is gonna Limerence again, which could kill her. And we have minus 50% death's door resistance because of the stupid trophy we got. I don't know that there's anything this guy can do to help. She dodged it. 50% chance to dodge. Her heal is still on cooldown. We have to... It's gonna give her 2 stress. She has to pass. Dude, the runaway hasn't gotten a turn in so long. God dang it. He dodged Behold. I didn't know you could dodge Behold. That's cool. Also, he's got a crit token. That makes me kind of nervous. He's still guarded. I almost wish I could guard her, but I wish I could de-stress her. I can't. Guarding her doesn't protect from Limerence, because Limerence hits both of them. He's got a crit token and a strength token. He's blind. Oh my god. Ah! So if he had removed that block, that would have helped the highwayman. Oh, big heal. Much needed. I would love to use take aim, but... Dodge on her. I think that's lethal. I think that's lethal! Okay, so Behold doesn't trigger burn. I just learned something new. Oh my god, Daze and Weakness and Vuln. Oh, yes! My god, my stress IRL was at 10! Jesus! Dude, I know so much about this boss, and it's still such a pain! God! It is still such a pain! Oh, man. Alright. What's hailed by many as the worst boss of this run is done. That doesn't mean the rest is a cakewalk, but that's the worst part. Seems like the best plan is try to dodge the Behold. Yeah, possibly. I mean, who can give themselves a lot of dodges besides the Highwayman? Because when the Highwayman gives himself dodges, he also gives himself crit. And you really don't want to give the eye crit. Oh yeah, we used the bounty hunter for the first chapter. All right, 113 kills. Dude, my hands are shaking a little bit. Dude, okay, real talk. I don't know if it came down to a 50-50 because there was one part when the Vestal was on death's door. He attacked her with limerence. And it was a 50-50 dodge, and we won that. If it had gotten through, it would have been another, like, dice roll to see if it got through her death's door. Which, her death's door resistance was lower than normal because of the trophy we used to get into the mountain had you have plus health minus death's door resist. So, it was like a 50-50, and then I don't know what the next dice roll was, but I know it wasn't in my favor. So, I could have potentially won either one of those, but that helped immensely. Man, I did learn there. One weakness I found out about my team for there is the Highwaymen. While immensely helpful on all the boss fights getting up to that point, with that strategy, the Highwaymen was almost useless on that boss because the boss was constantly copying tokens from the main. You know what would have been good there? Open Vein. If I have to ever do this again, I will have the Highwaymen swap to Open Vein on that boss. It's a small bleed, but dots skip blocks. So I would replace one of, maybe his pistol shot. No, pistol shot's useful in phase 1. I don't know. I would replace one of his skills, even if he's melee built, for Open Vein just for that fight.
Wisdom will help
All
you choose a path.
So first thing we have to do in order to keep everyone for the next area is we have to give them all a memory. Plus movement resist.
A fleeting impression, a flickering light.
This is nice, but it's only 20% of the time. Does controlled burn continuously apply burn? Yeah, it hits a position, like Nogdog said, and then every time the enemy starts a turn in it while it's still active, it attempts to put a 3 burn over 3 turns on them. So the more turns they take, the more chances it can burn them. As I think it just lasts for 3 rounds. So if the enemy takes 2 turns around, it'll attempt to burn them 6 times. Downside is I think it doesn't use your fire piercing. So like if you attack someone and they dodge it, it'll still controlled burn the tile. But if they have if you have fire resist piercing, the controlled burn may not. But it still does a lot of attempts at application. Plus positive banter. Speed.
A memory of pleasure and dull a moment
Traveling
of
heal.
pain.
Okay, they all have a memory. Alright, so Timeless Wood is done.
The harder they will
Living
fight.
City is done. Working Fields is done. All that's left is cosmetic stuff here and cosmetic
Study the
stuff
winding
here.
roads and routes of our kingdom.
There, I just unlocked all the cosmetic wagons. And now I could just get some fun stuff here if I want.
Variety.
Arsonist weapon.
Superfluous for some, a necessity for others.
Sergeant skin.
Tools
Sharp
and
shots.
trappings, the regalia of a life.
Yellow hand.
Let them be
Seraph
properly
palette.
attired for the apocalypse.
Confessor weapon. Alright, I'll save the rest, because you need candles to do the memories.
sanctuary. As fleeting as a dying star.
It would have been easy to make a team that was better for the eye fight, but again, the goal here was to make a team that could do the whole game. And I also didn't want to just copy what other people did.
You must face your fate.
So next up is Chapter 4.
Or be consumed by them.
Which is the boss that's a bunch of hands. Now, the only thing I remember about it is hold on a second. I'm trying to find the wiki page for what is it called? Is it Focused Fault? No, that's not it. Hold on a second. That's Chapter 3 boss. Where's the axe? Hold on a second. Ambition. Okay. So... Ambition? The mountain? Does this have a list of the mountain enemies? Ambition. Expand. Ravenous Reach. Is this it? Tear down. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, so the boss is Giant Hand. So the only thing I remember about it is I've killed it 2 or 3 times, and it has 3 phases. So you kill it, it gets back up, you kill it, it gets back up, you kill it a 3rd time, it's dead. It has 3 health bars. And it smacks you around, but I honestly don't remember anything else about it. Because I literally just burned through it. But if I'm trying to do it with no deaths. Alright, so phase 1, combo tokens, stress, can knock a target back 3 tiles. If the target is comboed, ignores their dodge and does double damage. Phase 2, contempt token, a debuff, stress. If they're comboed, ignores their dodge. Tear down, bleed attack, only attacks targets with a contempt token. Okay. Last phase, last grasp. Does 100% of your remaining bleed damage as damage immediately. When target is comboed, heal the boss for 5% and remove positive tokens. Rumination does combo, stress, and bleed. Okay. Alright. I stacked a bunch of move resist on the front too when I did this.
The walls of the place closed tight about us, and it seemed at times that the outside world was a dream we could scarcely remember. The crossroads. Who will step forward into the light?
Okay. So it's important that we don't change their names, because that will ruin the memory system. Alright, Vestal, Man-at-Arms, Runaway, and him. Now, these 2 can be moved around, but let's see. Yeah, so they've got all these traits, positive and negative, at the start, because they were on previous runs. Definitely prefer Bulwark, because I like Stand Fast having a taunt aspect on it. And let's get Hold the Line back. Okay. So we locked in hard skinned, so he always starts with 2 blocks because that was a really good one. That was like 30 something gold at the hospital to lock in a thing. So we did Wanderer last time. It was fine. Rogue, they do less damage if they're not up front. Sharp Shot is the popular option. Your melee skills are worse, range skills are better, and you get a speed boost. Yellow Hand is range skills are almost useless. You get bonus max health, and your melee skills reduce the target's bleed resistance. So And double cross removes block. I don't think I've ever used double cross. I'd like to read it. It's a melee. It puts a guard on you and vulnerability on them and does a little bit of damage.
Hey, look, it's the tree of
Now,
birds.
I need to
How are you
bring...
today?
Hello, Bertree. I need to bring the Highwayman. And I need to not change his name because the memory gets ruined. But I can change everything else about him. Do the weapons look different? So you've got, like, palettes for, like, the stuff that you unlock, and then the weapon skins look different, actually. It's like, this is default, this is... What is this called? The Sharp Shot weapon set. And then this is the Yellow Hand weapon set. Yeah, look at that. Like, that's almost... Like, that's not a knife. That's a knife. Like, this is freaking Australian blade here. Let's see. She's, like... This is her default... This is the Arsonist. It looks like a torch, I guess. And Orphan is like a fire poker. I think a torch this time. She's got some neat ones. Look, this is her default. Chaplain, it's got like a studded mace and the book changes. Confessor, it's spiked. Oh, I just got this one. I haven't seen this one before. So this one's like spiked with skulls on the book. Seraph has like scripture written on the mace. This makes me think of like Warhammer 40k. But this one's new. We got to use the new one this time. I think we just got Seraph as well. I did not know you could turn the heroes. Yeah, 3D. Okay. Did you draw a picture? Bendy in the inky void. That guy's face is funny to me. Oh, looks good. Nice job, buddy. Alright, so the question now is... Okay. Do I stay Wanderer? Or do I change to something else? Sharp Shot is a very popular option. Basically, it makes your melee much weaker, but you would use Grape Shot, which hits the front two people. It does like half the damage, but it hits the front two targets. So bad for big single targets, good for AoE. So it's Grape Shot for the front row and Pistol Shot for the back row, or Devil Cross for the front. Or Yellow Hand, which is more of like a bleeding specialist, which is also pretty cool. And it buffs Highway Robbery and Double Cross. So Highway Robbery would steal a token even before it's mastered. But also it gives you a health bonus. So, again, we can change the subclass in between runs. Like, when we get to Chapter 2 and we gotta deal with the lungs, this guy, I will need him to be a Wanderer. I will need that. Because he needs to be able to melee the front lung hard and shoot the back lung hard. But for this one, is it good to have both damage dealers Condi? It certainly depends on the fight, which is why I'm thinking about the fights right now. But also keep in mind the Stygian Flame Challenge reduces your health by 20%, so this would offset that a bit. Can you explain the Wanderer thing? Wanderer is just default. Think of it like no strengths but no weaknesses either. That's everyone has a Wanderer default. And then the others are, you know, gain this but lose that. Does the big boss on this one use block tokens? It says he gives himself buff tokens. The boss will gain dodges. The boss gives himself dodge tokens and repose tokens. At the final, so I mean, Highway Robbery is going to be good there. Side grade, basically. Yeah, it's different. It's just different. Kinda itching to try this, but now might not be the time. Let me think here, hold on. What fights? Let's see, let me think of the boss fights. Leviathan is mainly, he mainly just uses Wicked Slice on Leviathan. If it's the Librarian, we skip the Librarian because he's immune to the Runaway. The Tangle boss, we skip that one with his team comp because they can't do it very well. The Photor, he should be fine on Photor. He would always be able to either hit the boss or the one meat he needs to hit. And then the final boss of this area is susceptible to bleed. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it. Yellow Hand. And so Yellow Hand is really bad at gun, right? Yeah, I'm bad at gun. So let's swap out gun for Open Vein. And Yellow Hand also makes a change. Double Cross removes block. I don't know if I care about that though. And Wicked Slice is just as powerful as it was before. Keep in mind when you critical, when you're applying a dot, the dot is much stronger also. So you can still use Take Aim with Open Vein. Alright, I'm gonna try that out. Alright, her Arsonist, I think we're still using my usual kit here. And her Confessor. The only thing Confessor really does for her right now is it changes Judgment from doing bonus damage to doing Vuln and Weakness. I think we keep all that. Someone asked, can you change the shield? Yeah. So like this is defaults, this is Bulwark, and this is Vanguard, which is what I've been using because I just got it recently, so it's still new to me. Alright, Yellow Hand, Arsonist, Confessor, Bulwark. Okay. And we can change skills on the road if we need to. Alright, double checking. Memory, 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 memory. Alright, so they've all got max positive and negative quirks from the previous run. Some good things, some bad. But in general, they're stronger than if they were brand new.
This was a beautiful place once. What a pity.
Dude, it could still... this could still go bad, but I'm so glad that we're past the eye right now. Like, right now, in this moment, chat. Relief.
The bulwark of your denial is giving way.
Take aim. Zap. Horror. Stand fast, and since he's a bulwark, he gets taunt. I was 4 out of 5 in a Grand Slam, greeted for the layer boss in the first region on run 5 and died instantly. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Oh no. I would just kill him. This Wicked Slice kill that. Retribution. Something, something overconfidence. A slow and insidious killer of Bragabranth. Hey, friendship. He likes that. Vuln weakness. Vuln weakness, burning bleeding. This guy's having a bad day. Blocks are still maxed out, so just use Retribution. Resisted the bleed application. I don't even have, most of the time, I don't even have an attack on his bar. I just do the infinite taunt loop on him.
The unrelenting application of violence yields
Morbid gains. +2 mastery. Abraga, did you also do the, what is it, chapter 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2 order?
Worse in store.
I read that many people do that because of just, like, getting the worst bosses out of the way.
Rest now for a time.
What is this? Tar-filled calamber. Calambri... What? I'll cover myself with this mind of the fumes. What is that word? Pronounced calambre?
Colambre.
Colambre. If stealth +3 burning damage dealt. If stealth +3 burning damage received. Huh. For 1 in. I've never seen this item. Okay.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation
Pets.
of your fate.
Orphan wolf cub. Flames. Stygian blaze. Meet again.
Only death for those who would seek to stifle us.
I did 3, then 1 for the free memory, then 4, 5, finally 2. 1 for the free memory. Gotcha.
One learns quickly when survival demands it.
But not on Stygian? Try getting those two.
Spend what you can, for wealth no longer has meaning.
I don't know why this item... I feel
Indeed, it
like
never did.
this item should be removed after... Because I've got every hero shrine in the game. Hero shrines do not show up on the map anymore. So it's like a waste of a slot in the inn when this shows up. Invigorating Stew is tempting. It's a really, really good food buff, and it feeds the whole party. So if this procs once in each region, you've got food for the whole next region. I'm gonna do it.
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
Oh wait, we got